When your dog looks at you, what do you think they see? Most people assume their dog sees an owner, provider, maybe a companion. But what science has actually uncovered is far more surprising than that. And once you understand it, you will never look at your dog the same way again. Most owners are unaware of what is really happening in those moments, which means they are missing something extraordinary taking place right in front of them, every single day. Let's get into what your dog actually sees when they look at you. Section 1. Dogs evolved specifically to bond with humans. You may have heard that cats treat their owners like fellow cats, that they see no meaningful difference between a human and another member of their social group. Dogs are a completely different story. Over roughly 15,000 years of living alongside people, dogs developed an entirely distinct set of social behaviors aimed specifically at humans. Researchers refer to this as the human-canine bond, and it is genuinely unlike anything observed elsewhere in the animal kingdom. When a dog looks at you, they are not seeing another dog or even a substitute for one. They are responding to something their ancestors were gradually shaped over many generations to seek out and attach to. Cognitive scientists studying dog behavior have found that dogs can follow human pointing gestures, a skill that requires reading social intention, in ways that even chimpanzees and wolves raised by humans cannot reliably replicate. Your dog does not merely tolerate your presence. They were shaped by thousands of years of evolution to understand you. And what researchers discovered about how that bond actually works inside a dog's brain is something we will come back to before the end of this video. Section 2. Your dog holds on to you while you are gone. Think about what happens the moment you reach for your keys. Your dog's body language changes instantly. Ears come up. They follow you toward the door. Some pace, some whine, some simply sit and stare at where you were long after you have gone. For years, this was categorized as separation anxiety and left mostly at that. But researchers began asking a more specific question. What is actually happening inside a dog's mind and body during those hours alone? What they found was striking. Studies tracking dogs during owner absences showed that stress hormones climbed within minutes of being left alone, and the dog's bodies entered a state of low-level alert. But here is the detail that changes how you see it. When recordings of the owner's voice were played to dogs left alone, stress levels dropped noticeably, and not in response to just any human voice, specifically in response to their owners. The same effect was found with scent. Research has shown that dogs exposed to various scents while alone showed measurable activity in the brain's reward region, associated with positive emotion and anticipation, specifically when the scent belonged to their owner, not food, not other dogs. Your dog is not simply waiting. They are holding on to whatever traces of you their biology can detect until you return. Section 3. Your dog reads your face more carefully than you might expect. When most people look at a human face, their eyes instinctively move toward the left side first. This is a well-documented tendency researchers call a left gaze bias. It happens because the right hemisphere of the brain, which handles emotion, governs the left side of the face, and we have evolved to look there first when reading feeling. Dogs show this exact same tendency, but only when looking at human faces, not at other dogs and not at objects. Dogs appear to have developed a specifically human-directed approach to reading facial emotion, which helps explain why your dog often responds to your mood before you have said a single word or made any obvious gesture. They are reading micro-expressions in ways that have been gradually refined across thousands of years. Studies have also found that dogs can distinguish between happy and angry human faces, even in photographs of strangers they have never encountered. They understand what a human frown signals without ever being explicitly taught. So when your dog quietly walks over and rests beside you on a hard day, that is not a coincidence. They read it in your face, processed it, and made a choice to come to you. Section 4. A dog's tail wag is a form of language. Most people assume that a wagging tail simply means a happy dog, but research has revealed something more specific. It is not only whether a dog wags, it is which direction they wag. When a dog experiences something positive, their owner coming home, a familiar face, something they enjoy, the movement in their tail tends to lean toward the right side. When a dog feels uncertain, wary, or is responding to an unfamiliar presence, the wag tends to lean toward the left. and other dogs can detect this. Research found that when dogs viewed footage of other dogs wagging toward the right, they remained calm. When they viewed footage of dogs wagging toward the left, their own heart rates rose. The signal was being read automatically, without any training. Tail height carries meaning as well. A tail held high and moving quickly tends to signal confidence and high energy. A tail held low and moving slowly is more often associated with submission or appeasement. Your dog has been communicating with you through their tail every single day, and now you have a better idea of what they have been saying. There is one more discovery that ties everything together, and it may be the most significant one. Section 5. You are at the center of your dog's world, and there is a biological reason. In 2015, a study published in the journal Science attracted wide attention. The researchers found that when dogs and their owners looked into each other's eyes, both the human and the dog experienced a significant rise in oxytocin, a hormone closely associated with bonding, trust, and attachment. It is the same chemical that rises between a parent and a newborn child in the moments after birth. This is not projection. This is not owners attributing feelings to animals that are not there. This is a measurable biological feedback loop, triggered simply by mutual eye contact between a dog and their person. And consider what we established earlier. Dogs evolved specifically to read human faces, interpret human cues, and respond to human emotion in ways no other animal can. This is where that evolution was heading. A creature that does not merely coexist with you, but one whose brain releases its most powerful bonding chemistry in response to your presence. Your scent activates their reward circuitry. Your face was designed, over thousands of years of evolution, to be the one they read most carefully. When your dog looks at you, they do not see a human being in any detached or generic sense. They see the one presence their entire biology was built to find. They see you, and to them that is everything. And I hope you like my video and informative. If you like, then hit that subscribe button and see you in next video. Bye.